Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I'd like to thank the members of the panel, particularly Mr. Bledsoe, Mr. Behe, and Mr. Jasser. I do consider your testimony expert testimony. You live it.
I want to say thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You live it every day. You have been fighting for it in Minneapolis every day on a daily basis. I commend you for your courage, your conviction, and I applaud you, especially Mr. Behe, living in Minneapolis and Minnesota. I understand what you've gone through, and I understand the trials and tribulations that you have gone through as well, and I commend you, sir. Not only you, but also your family members that have also had to been brave through this whole thing as well, because you, sir, have been under persecution by entities that's supposed to represent the Muslim faith. So I commend you, sir, and Mr. Bledsoe, I just can't say that enough, and thank you very much for your courage. Mr. Behe, you are representing voices from Minnesota, families whose sons have been radicalized and sent abroad to wage jihad against Muslims and non-Muslims living in Somalia. At the forefront, I want to recognize here and in a very public way that Minnesota Somalis are by and large good people and who are here chasing the American dreams that my grandparents came for just like you, raising their kids to be great Americans and bettering our great state of the state of Minnesota. And I reject the message from some on this committee and these hearings as doing anything but initiating an open process in not only protecting Muslim Americans, but protecting all Americans. My goal is to put a spotlight on this particular issue and then refocus this lens on the small number of individuals and organizations in the Muslim community that are 100% committed to totally implement Islamic law, which is in direct violation of Article 6 of the Constitution of the United States. So again, gentlemen, I thank you very much for your commitment to this. Sheriff, I just have a couple questions for you, if you don't mind, sir. And thank you for your service in the Corps.
Semper Fi, Marine.
I'm sorry, sir, I'm a Navy guy, so I hope you won't hold it against me, but I hold lots of Marines in the Philippines and CH-53 Echoes. Sir, I have a question for you in regards to CAIR. You are aware that this is a Hamas and Brotherhood, Muslim Brotherhood entity. Is that correct, sir?
No, I'm not aware of that.
Okay, sir, let me bring this to your attention then. This was actually proven, the FBI identifies 1993 Philadelphia meeting as a Hamas meeting, and that all attendees of this meeting are Hamas members. The two people that were in that meeting were both the founders of CAIR. So my question is, sir, basically you're dealing with a terrorist organization. And I'm trying to get you to try to understand that they might be using you, sir, to implement their goals.
Well, thank you for asking me that question, but it sounds more like a possible accusation of me being misused by an organization that, quite frankly, let me just answer you this way. I'm an elected official, as you are. If the FBI has something to charge CAIR with, bring those charges forward and try them in court and deal with it that way. There is a reality that in my culture as a police officer, that you have facts and you have a crime. Deal with it. We don't play around with criminals in my world. If CAIR is an organization that's a, quote, criminal organization, prosecute them. Hold them accountable, and bring them to trial.
My time is limited, sir. Are you saying that the FBI was wrong in identifying that CAIR as part of Hamas, an entity of Hamas?
Let me say this. You don't want to cause a conflict between me and the FBI.
I'm just asking.
We work together better than perhaps this committee works together.
That would be an understatement at this point. So I'm just asking you a question. Let me ask you this question then, hypothetical then. If you knew that CAIR was a terrorist organization sponsored by Hamas, would you continue to work with them?
You're asking me a question that I'm not qualified to answer because I'm not representing Hamas. I'm not representing CAIR. I'm not representing anything other than your personal safety. And I do work well with your police in the great state that you represent.
Sir, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just trying to protect the United States of America citizens. So thank you very much, and I yield back my 10 seconds.